Welcome back to Yesterday Today, the most informative 2 minutes in American politics. October 24th of 2025 marked the federal government's 24th day of ineptitude, with House Speaker James Johnson, who identifies as Mike, finding new and increasingly uncreative ways to refuse to swear in Arizona Representative Adelita Grijalva, who won her election 7 days before the shutdown began. Friday also marked the 5th day of destruction of the East Wing of the White House, with a pair of 80-year-old magnolia trees commemorating Presidents Warren Harding and Franklin Roosevelt being torn down. The Jacqueline Kennedy Garden, established by First Lady Edith Roosevelt as the Colonial Garden in 1903, was similarly demolished, despite the fact that the entire project, which has already ballooned in cost from its originally quoted $200 million price tag to an obscene $300 million, is being conducted illegally, as the administration never sought or received approval from the National Capital Planning Commission as required by federal law. Dozens of states began warning and preparing more than 42 million Americans that they are unlikely to receive the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program funds that they rely on for basic food needs just weeks in advance of Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, Saginaw, Michigan resident Talia Tenayuke faces a potential 10-year sentence and a $250,000 fine for spending some of her assistance program funds to buy ingredients for a few $1,000s worth of baked goods that she sold to support her family. And the American government's gross national debt has officially surpassed $38 trillion before not only the end of the year, but the end of the month, marking the fastest accumulation of $1 trillion in debt outside of the COVID pandemic, with the government having reached $37 trillion around August 11th of this year, just 74 days ago. Such rapid accumulation of such staggering debt will hasten the erosion of Americans' purchasing power as inflation skyrockets, which is, of course, exactly what Trump and his supporters accuse President Joe Biden of contributing to, and what they threatened would only worsen if Vice President Kamala Harris had been elected, making Trump responsible for both the 2 longest government shutdowns and the 2 sharpest accumulations of national debt in American history. And that was Yesterday Today. Tune into our next installment, where we'll summarize the headlines of today tomorrow.